Hello everyone, it is Thang and welcome to this video. So today I'm going to show you my mix version 3, how to mix and what to use. As many of you have already seen that I've been switching over to this new version pretty much a while ago, in the tour guide videos and also in the live streams. And you've been asking and here we go. Okay, as a lazy person, I like to refine and do things much more efficiently so that I don't have to do things more often, right? So with this, I've refined my soil mixture. The first one was super grit, which means that I had to water a lot more than often. The second version, it retained more water than I'd like it to. And now this one is just pretty much a kind of good, perfect mix between the two, so I don't really have to worry much. So before we get started, just let you know, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, you should definitely do that because I do update a lot and post a lot of fun videos. So the link is in the description. Okay, so let's get started and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, as you can see here, this is using mix version 3. Right here in this bowl of beautiful strings of the watermelons. I water this pretty much once a week, and when I water, I drench it in water and pretty much the water just sips through. Because it already has soil inside, it actually retains the water, and because of the material that I use it actually absorbs the water without letting it, sit around for the roots to rot, right? So this is a beautiful example right here. And also my beautiful Benisi, which is also in that mix right now. Great. It's doing marvelously. So what do you use? Okay, I use cactus mix soil. It doesn't matter which brand you use as long as it is specifically for cactus mix, which means it already has good drainage. But the problem with the cactus mix soil a lot of the time is that when you don't water the soil, it just kind of like shrinks and hardens, right? So once that happens, it's gonna take you a longer time for you to saturate the whole entire soil with water. So, but use cactus soil mix anyways. I used to use Miracle-Gro, but of course we don't have that in stock anymore. It doesn't really matter. Just use whichever one you want. Okay, and then the other ingredient is gonna be Turfus. I used MVP, Turfus Athletes, whatever. If you don't have Turfus, well, Turfus is a type of rock material that is porous, so that means it absorbs the water and holds it in there until it evaporates, right? Instead of leaving the water sitting around, willy-nilly for your roots to just rot. It absorbs the water, which means that there's less water within the soil mixture. So if you don't have Turfus, you can use pumice, which is also a porous type of rock, or you can use akadama as well. Now, if you don't have, or if you can't find those in your area, you have to research what you can do, because you need to find something that's porous material, okay? Because I don't live in your area, I don't know, right? So that's up to you for you to do the research. Okay, the last material is gonna be fine sand, which you can find at the aquarium store or the pet store. And my seller actually has told me to actually use fine sand for the water to flow through easier. And he's been doing this for a long time. Okay, so what is the mixing ratio? The mixing ratio, what I do is one part of the cactus soil and one part of this first before it looks, so that it looks even, and then I pour a little bit of the sand in. So that would be 40, 20%, okay? Yeah, so I always mix these two first just to see how well they mix. When they look like they're evenly mixed, then I pour the sand in. So we're gonna do that now, right? Okay, I'm not gonna use the whole entire thing because I don't think I have enough Turfus for this whole entire bag. Because usually for this whole entire bag, I would have to use pretty much 4 or 5 scoops of Turfus, which, yeah, like this is already good enough. Like a lot of you, if you want, you can use perlite too. It doesn't have to be something fancy as long as it breaks this up even more, right? So that's what I would suggest if you can't find Turfus, pumice, or akadama, or any other like type of lava rocks. So I think that is a good mixture for now. Usually, like I said, I pour the whole entire bag in, and then I do my mixture. But for this example, we're gonna spread this beautiful baby across. I do not slut shame anybody. If you like to spread your legs as far as you want, that's great, as long as you do not hurt anybody in the process. Sharing is not caring when it comes to STDs or STIs, people. Okay. So this is like probably a public service. Go get yourself checked. Actually, I think we have a lot of surface. So I'm gonna pour it in. It might get dusty, you guys. It might get dusty. Oh, it is dusty. Oh, fudgicles. Okay. Okay. So that seems like it's a good mixture. Let me mix this up. And also the thing is that when you put, you know, your rock materials or whatever in, it actually doubles the amount of soil mix you have. Maybe a little bit more. So with the soil mixture, it's really up to you whether you want it to be a little more gritty or whether you want it to be more soily, right? Soily, is that a really word? I don't know, but I'm gonna use it anyways because everybody loves it. Okay, if you have plants that requires more of a grit type, add more of the turfus material in. If you need plants that needs more like water absorption, like the Echeveria gibbifolia, then you know use less of the rock material, right? So this looks like usually I add a little more just to make it a little more gritty. So just add just a little bit more. It looks even. Just a little more. That's it. Okay. Okay, so we mix this up. And that looks good. See, that looks good. That looks even, doesn't it? It looks more, but it looks kind of even. I mean, you can always use 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, whatever. But you can always add things, you know? Not everything has to be perfect, you guys. You know, when you cook something, not everything has to be perfect, you know? You always add a little more salt because you love being salty. You know? Let's add a little salt. That's good. See? Maybe just a little bit more sand. Okay. Alright, that's enough sand. Alright. Never use more than 30% of sand in your soil mixture. Just to let you know, that's a fair warning because it will hold too much, I think, water or something. That's what he told me. I don't remember. But that looks good. And that is my soil mixture. Easy, breezy, beautiful, cover dirt. Right, that's it. Okay, so I am gonna pot this in this beautiful white whale fin that I just recently got from my shipment into this beautiful piggy planter right here. For those of you who are wondering where you can buy stuff, from me, you have to be Canadian. I do not ship internationally because it is not financially sound for you. Makes no sense. So learn your laws in your country and export it your damn self. Thanks. But if you are Canadian, follow my Facebook page when I do pre-orders. That's the only time you can order from me. Other than that, I don't have anything spares. Okay, so I've already drilled holes into this because it didn't have holes. I usually just drill holes. You can drill holes anytime. And then I used a fiberglass mesh right here, which you can find on the Amazon fiberglass mesh or like your local hardware store, I think. Okay, and because this thing doesn't really retain much water, you don't have to create a false bottom, but I do suggest that you do use a fiberglass mesh. Okay, so I've stopped using the clay balls to put these into because I don't need them. It just pretty much drains all the way to the bottom and it's done. You know, it saturates, it drains, and the thing is, if the pot, if your plant already has a full rooting system, it will absorb all that water in no time and your pots will just get dry really quick. If it doesn't, it's gonna sit there a few days and it should be fine. Okay, let's put this in. Oh my god, you're getting dirty already? Jeez Louise, it's like, you know, I did not, okay, do you think this is center? I think this is center. That is pretty much center. Okay, and then we're just gonna put it in. Okay. I think I covered everything. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you can't find turfus, find something else that is porous material. Or not just use perlite. Perlite is fine. You don't have to be, you know, supercalifragilisticexpialidociously perfect like everybody else is. Whatever works and whatever you have that is available for you. You don't have to reach all the way to Africa and to get your materials, okay? Whatever works best for you. Like, you know, when I first started this, it's whatever works best for me until I found the materials. And that's it. So this is beautiful. You can top dress it with anything you want to. I'm gonna top dress with akadama. You can top dress with aquarium gravel if you want to, or anything pretty. Top dressing is just top dressing, really. Yeah, except for unless it's like pumice or even more turfus or akadama. These actually have beneficial stuff when you are top dressing it, because it does absorb the water itself, so it just evaporates faster. Okay, so we're gonna top dress this. I don't know where you can get akadama. You have to look that up yourself. Because, you know, the thing is, I say these things because a lot of people always ask me these things, and I don't live in your country. I don't live where you are. I don't know. Right, you guys, you have to understand that. That's why the majority of the time I stop replying to all these questions, because I don't live where you are. You have to do the research, okay, queens? I mean, I went out and looked for these things locally, and I found them locally, right? Okay? But for a lot of you who live in the US of A, Americas, you actually have pretty much, you can find it anywhere. On Amazon, on eBay, easily. For everybody else in the world, I don't know, honey. I do not know. I think somebody like messaged me one time, and they're like, "Hi, I live in this like very super humid country. I think like Bangladesh or somewhere in India or Pakistan or whatever." And they're like, "I need your help, and I don't know what to use." I'm like, "I don't know. You have to do your research. I just give you the template, and you guys have to do the rest." Anyways. Sorry about me like venting and bitching. And that is pretty much it. So when I water this, the water gets absorbed. I mean, literally the akadama just sucks the water up as well. And it just pours through. So I can pretty much water this through and through and let it sit for a few days, and it just gets dry. And that's it for my mix. Hey, how cute this is? This is pretty cute. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cute, right? Okay, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, a thumbs up. You know, spread the word, and I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to press subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the live stream. See, this is why I put the glass mesh. When you tap it, it doesn't. Not a lot of it's gonna fall, because this pretty much breaks up the soil, and it just. If you don't have the glass mesh, it just goes down. And I'll see you guys later. Love ya. Bye.